Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this session on this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm excited to be here today to talk about how AI is yeah, uh, transforming social engineering attacks and how we can stay uh, update and one step ahead. So over the next half an hour, I will be talking about the psychological tricks that attacker uses to manipulate you to get what they want and how you can foil such tactics. So before diving in, can someone tell me what is the weakest link in the cybersecurity? Any guesses? What is the weakest link in the cybersecurity? Yeah, yeah, that's right. So no matter how much strong encryption you are using, how many yeah, so no, how many restrictive policies you have, uh, but the weakest link remains the same. It's a human, and these are not the traditional hackers who are attacking your system. They, I'm audible, right? Yeah. Okay. So about me, I'm a senior software engineer and associated with miniOrange from past 1 year. Actually, I started programming quite early when I was a kid, right after Y2K. And you had heard of Y2K event? In the 1999, there was a case like that new year will be a double zero and whole system will crash. Yeah, you were okay. Yeah. So I tried my hand in several programming language, but nowadays I primarily code in JavaScript and browser extension development. Okay, so any guesses what is social engineering? Yeah, little close. Okay. So I will share a scam that happened last year. Last year, some attackers they approached a financial organization employee and they used deepfake videos of of their own CFO with deepfake voices, and they tricked him into transferring $25 million to their account. After the attack, they covered their tracks and deleted those profiles. That employee was simply thinking that he is just following the orders of chief financial officers. So this will be like our roadmap of what I will cover today. So yeah, first we will look at the evolution of social engineering in the AI era, what's changed and what it matters. Then we will talk through real world case of AI powered scams and see just how sophisticated they can be. Next, we will dig into psychology behind social engineering, why these attacks often succeeds despite our best efforts. From there, we will explore tools and techniques to defend against these threats and how to foster a cyber-aware culture. Uh, Finally, we will have a quick interview quiz and wrap up with some key takeaways. Okay, so social engineering is like manipulating human trust to gain unauthorized access to some information or to the entire network. Some traditional tactics used by social engineers are phishing, where they will simply give you a URL which looks like your own app, like Gmail, for example, but the domain would be different. The page would appear uh, exactly same as a Gmail, but the domain might be different, like tmail.com or maybe some other URL. And you will keep thinking that maybe it is our Gmail account. And but once you enter the credential, all the credentials will be passed down to the attacker. Uh, Similar to phishing, there is another attack type, wishing, where they will call you and create a atmosphere of urgency. Uh, And I think everyone is keep getting calls of some DHL courier text nowadays. Like it's too much happening nowadays. Smishing is like when they automate these things and send you SMS, and out of curiosity, some people will click and click those links. Physical tailgating is when they approach you to your when they keep following you to your office and wait a second, sorry. In physical time, they will keep following you physically from your home to office, and once you swipe your access card to your office, they will simply piggyback you and enter the organization. By default, you will. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You will keep believing that the person might be. Yeah. It's called. That person might be the part of your own organization, and that's how they will gain access to the places where they should not be. So basically, at its core, social engineering is about manipulating human trust. Attackers will pose as a tech support, a friend, or a figure of authority to trick you into giving information or access. Traditional tactics, just like I said, phishing and all, uh, no matter how advanced our firewalls and antivirus softwares are, if an attacker can convince a person to open a malicious file, then uh, they will effectively bypass all our technical defenses. So, how does AI fit into this picture? AI shows attacker to quickly analyze vast amount of data from social media, data breaches, and public records. That means personalized phishing is at a whole new level. They can craft an email or even a deepfake audio video that convincingly impersonates someone you know. This level of customized used to take a lot of manual effort, uh, but now it can be done with the click of button. AI also generates realistic voices, videos, deepfakes that are increasingly hard to detect. The result, attacks can be more frequent, more targeted, and more believable than ever. So I think I have already given an example, like how that CFO fraud has happened. Uh, Another example that been making headlines in deepfake is a call to a lower level employee with urgent payment request. The employee hears a familiar voice and quickly processes the transfer. Another growing trend is AI-driven phishing. Attacker comb through social media, picking up details like your department, boss names, or recent uh, vacations. Then they can craft email that appears extremely relevant and personalized, making you more likely to trust and click. These illustrates like how just potent AI can be when combined with social engineering. So BEC is business email compromise. It's another major threat. Attacker offer monitor internal communications, learnings, uh, your company's writing style and timing. And at a strategic moment, like at a time of release, product release, or let's say when you are in a organize some event, they impersonate a colleague to request wire transfer or data. Uh, AI amplifies this by helping attackers seamlessly blend into real email. Attacker uses AI generated photos and stolen personal information to create a realistic profiles. These are digital humans, then establish social media credibility and target victims or infiltrate organization. it is very easy to see how these information slip under the radar because you keep believing that the person might be the real person and not the attacker. So let me share an example where which happened with me. Uh, uh, After a long time, an old colleague pinged me on LinkedIn, and we had a casual chat. But after a few days, he asked me that he needs some 15K amount, but he's unable to do it because of some problems in the UPI app. Uh, so what I did, I simply I had his old phone number, so I simply phoned him and asked him what's the issue. So he was completely surprised to hear that he was in touch with me. So immediately he posted on the LinkedIn and other social media that someone is trying to hack his account or maybe have gained some access. But it was too late because by the time he posted this information, uh, one of his person in the friend list already sent 15K to that attacker. But after he received the amount, he simply deleted his profile. So, why social engineering works? Uh, First, they leverage powerful psychological triggers like authority, uh, where we trust your bosses or officials. Urgency, we when you don't want to miss. Uh, sorry, when you don't want to miss your deadline, uh, or some simply fear or greed or maybe curiosity in some cases. When it says that please do not click this link, then you are more likely to click that link, right? You will keep thinking that this may not happen to me, but that's not true. When the right strings are pulled, then you are most likely to fall into this trap. So, what you can do to safeguard yourself? So, one way to use another AI to detect these deepfake voices and videos, but again, this is like a cat and mouse game. Uh, Tools are getting better, but attackers are getting better with the time. So, one approach is to be skeptical all the time, question everything, and to minimize this risk, you can use multi-factor authentication. So once you log in into account, you will receive a SMS code uh, to make ensure that it is you. And there is also zero trust architecture, and we have a. I won't talk more about it as we have another session here after a few hours. So let's talk defenses. On the technical side, we have AI-based email and phishing detection tools that scan messages for suspicion uh, patterns. So beyond tech, we need to robust your verification process, especially for sensitive requests like wire transfers or password resets. For instance, use a separate channel like phone call to a known number to verify something suspicious. Uh, this simple step can thwart a lot of AI assisted scams. And we also have a AI tool that detects AI created threats like deepfake detection, software or text analysis that flags suspicious writings. However, this is an arms race. Attacker define their method each time we improve our detection. Another crucial piece is incident response. If someone suspects they have been targeted, uh, do they know who to call? Like if let's say if your uh, company account is compromised, it's better to like report it immediately to the management. And how quickly you can isolate that compromised system? Having a clear plan and practice and a proper drill can make all the difference. So speed is matter. Taking an action is required. The faster we detect and act, the more we limit the damage. So it's very too important to build a cyber-aware culture. Uh, so uh, leadership commitment, like allocate a proper budget for such type of attacks, and security should be the priority. So no matter how good our technology is, people are at the center. That's why building a cyber-aware culture is critical. Leadership must lead by example, showing that security is a priority and providing resources for training. A no blame culture, like if someone has made a mistake, then he's less likely to repeat that same mistake. If if person fears punishment, they won't report such attacks and try to just bury it under the rug. And regular communication is also required, like short security tips in team meetings, and ongoing training keeps awareness. Finally, reward vigilance. When someone catches a phishing email or a scam attempt, celebrate their action. It encourages everyone to stay sharp and foster a sense of collective responsibility. So, okay, so it's a quiz time. Can you tell me which of these is not a typical social engineering tactic? The first question, like tailgating, phishing emails, malware exploiting unpatched, and pretext phone calls. See, yeah. And for the second question, what is principle is most exploited by urgent phishing media? Yeah. So yeah, attacker uses urgency to put you under a pressure pump, not giving you time to assess the situation. So how you safeguard you and make your organization resilient against such attacks? So how can we build a long-term resilience? First, schedule frequent training sessions for employees at all levels. Uh, Phishing simulations and tabletop exercise can highlight weakness. Second, update policies to reflect current threats, like making multi-factor authorization mandatory or established uh, clear channels for reporting suspicious activity. Also encourage a spirit of collaboration. Share intel internally and join industry groups to stay updated on the latest games. A single organization can't always detect everything on its own, but a community can spot a trends and share a warning at a faster pace. So yeah, any questions? Yeah, regarding. Yeah. Physical getting is like someone is already know you that you are working at a certain office and he wants to gain unauthorized access. So what he does, he will just like say make a temporary badge which may not work on the uh, uh, finger scanner or something. But what he does, he will just wear like a normal employee, and he will just uh, once you swipe your card, he will just and the door is open, he will enter the office without actually swiping his duplicate card to the system, and that's how he gain a physical access to the office environment. Yeah. So that was the physical targeting. So you can share your feedbacks by scanning this code, and So I will be here only if someone wants to connect for more information, and we will be keep posting this social engineering reels and educative materials on our YouTube and Instagram channel. So yeah, please connect. Yeah, I think I finished a little early, but yeah, yeah. Thank you, everyone.